This EKN live broadcast of the opening round of the United States Pro Kart Series is presented by DRT Racing. DR Karts, Fisher Racing Engines, and Arrive and Drive programs. DRT Racing can take you to the front.
And welcome back to EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. We are about to go racing. Nick Shepard and James Lynch bring the rookie field around here at the Mooresville Motorplex. Folks, this is history. It's the first race ever. The green flag is about to fall on the first race ever of the U.S. Pro Kart Series, and you're going to see it right before your eyes. They're rounding turn 8 on their pace lap. Good formation right now. We know that can always change. But as of right now, they're looking awfully good. Two by two. We've got about 14 in this one. Our field comes around turn 11. Up the front straightaway, looking for a start. Cameron Egger looking the field over. The green flag flies, and we got a drag race headed down into turn 1. And it looks like it's the 20, and Nick Shepard leading the way, but they're 3 wide. Shepard brings them around turn 1, through the dog leg, and up the back straightaway into turn 3 and down that long back straightaway. If you've never been to Mooresville Motorplex, there's a front straightaway of about 670 feet and a back straightaway the same length, about 670 feet. In fact, it is a replica of the Parma, Italy course. So great complex here at Mooresville. And Nick Shepard leads the way in the number 20. We just talked to Nick a little while ago, remember. He's the fast qualifier. The 05 of Mark Finnis moved from 4th to 2nd on the start. And that's one thing about this start. This track is so wide. When the green flag drops, they kind of fan out. I've just noticed that, but they kind of fan out. And we were 3 wide going into turn 1, but there's room. At least there has been so far. Let's put it that way. That can always change. Completion of lap number 1. It is the 20 of Nick Shepard leading the way. Mark Finnis in the 05 runs in 2nd, followed by Carter Cass in the 1, James Lynch in the 76, and Caleb Tate in the number 8, your top 5. Right now we got a 3-kart breakaway with Nick Shepard, Mark Finnis, and Carter Cass, your top 3, and they've stretched it out probably about a half a second over 4th place, James Lynch. So those 3 trying to break away and have a race of their own. Right now Nick Shepard has led all the way. They're heading around turn 8 up to turn 9. 11 turns on this course, so they're just making their way around to complete another lap. And Nick Shepard, although he now has a lot of company, Mark Finnis in the 05 slips to the inside, side by side into turn 1, count it in, it goes with Mark Finnis taking the lead over. And now we've got Nick Shepard. Nick Shepard back to 2nd, I believe. We'll get a read on it here shortly. Yeah, Nick Shepard and Mark Finnis 1 and 2, but Finnis out front in the 05. And Nick Shepard now trying to get that lead back. Those 2 have pulled away. So 3 laps into this one, it's a 2-kart breakaway. Then we got 5 of them back battling for 3rd. Carter Cass, Caleb Tate, James Lynch, Kyle West, and Andrew Castellucci all battling for that 3rd spot. They need to stop racing each other, get in line, and try to catch back up to those leaders. Otherwise, that top 2 of Mark Finnis and Nick Shepard are going to check out. And I think Shepard has decided if he just races with Finnis and drafts him, they'll check out and race each other, and that's smart racing. So Nick Shepard chasing Mark Finnis, and they are nose to tail finish with, it's not even a kart length, it's literally inches, as Nick Shepard is right on his bumper. Good battle now for third spot. Caleb Tate moves up to third, followed by James Lynch, Carter Cass, Kyle West, and Andrew Castellucci. One more time by Mark Finnis and Nick Shepard leading the way. Then it's Caleb Tate, James Lynch, Kyle West, Carter Cass, Andrew Castellucci, Chandler Moran, Brian Temper Jr., and Talon Drake. That's your top 10 running order in the rookie class. Well, there's some smart racing going on there, but I'll tell you what this is. What we're going to see is this is a 10-lap heat race. We're going to see, I would say around lap 7 or 8, Nick Shepard trying to feel his way. And he's going to start looking at passing lanes under braking. I don't see him racing too hard just yet, although he has to realize they have stretched that lead out quite a bit. But if they start racing each other, and even worse, get tangled up, all that can change. Right now, they have got, it looks like, about a 3-second gap on the rest of the field. And the rest of the field, well, third through about 12th, nose to tail. All the way back to, it looks like, Griffin Kuntz. They are nose to tail. And we've got our fast qualifier right now in the pro class. Derek Dingnan. Derek's in here, another celebrity guest, as we call it, but Derek is the fast qualifier in the pro class as we work our way through this first heat in rookie class. First of all, Derek, congratulations on a great run. Some pretty stiff competition out there in the pro class this weekend.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt about it. We were kind of struggling a little bit with the setup all day yesterday, but we decided we'd kind of throw the FA kart together just to try something new for the last round of practice yesterday, and it ended up putting us P2, and I guess my speed carried over today, and I managed to pull the pull off.
Well, good job. And if I recall, that quick lap came a little later in the session, so I'm assuming you got a little bit faster as time went on in the session. Is that right?
Yeah. As the session went on, I kept getting faster and faster. I actually got held up with a little bit of traffic towards the beginning, and then once I got a clean lap or two, I managed to pull off that 2, and then a couple 3s after that. So.
Do you have a lot of time on this racetrack itself?
Actually, no. Last weekend was my first time here, and I only got the Friday practice and then a couple races on Saturday and Sunday, and that's the first time I ever came here. So.
And where's your home track?
My home track is actually a very small track up in Michigan called East Lansing, and typically for local races, I usually go to MRP, though. So.
I know East Lansing Kart Track very well, and the Hahn family. Great facility up there. Been there for a long time. Well, a great run today, and I know you got some people you'd like to thank for your success in qualifying.
Yes, I'd like to thank Kart Sport North America, definitely. Both of my parents for supporting me tons. Gary Lawson for getting the cart hooked up real nice. And then, in addition, I'd like to thank Comet Racing Engines for giving me a good leopard. Go Designs for hooking me up with a website, www.derekdignan.com if you want to check it out. And then, lastly, Epion Royal Clothing and Apparel.
Well done, Derek. Well, before you leave, let's just get a quick analysis of this race going on out here. Now, I know it's cadets, but I'm sure in your day you ran a cadet in the early going a little bit. So we've got 2 karts that have checked out because they're racing smart. They're racing clean. They're not trying to pass each other. Then you got a big pack in the back here. I can see this track, if you don't try to race each other but just draft up, where you could see a lot of this today where 2 or 3 guys check out because they race smart.
Yeah, that's a very normal thing to see in cadet racing, especially because of the less powerful motors. You get a lot more drafting. So typically what you're going to see is a lot of last lap fighting, because the smartest thing to do when you're racing with low horsepower is typically to just push the person in front of you until you get the white flag, and then try and pass them, because it's really, really, really difficult to check out by yourself here.
I didn't prompt him on that question at all, folks. He nailed that off the cuff. That was pretty impressive. One last question. Now let's go to the pro class. It's 2 laps to go. Do you want to be first or second?
First.
So you want to be first, but there's still a lot of places here that's going to be tough to protect on that last lap, I would think.
Yeah, definitely. But the main difference is that extra horsepower you can potentially pull away from the person behind you. So if you are fast enough, you can keep the person behind you. Whereas with the lower horsepower, whether you're faster than them or not in time, typically they can pass you with the draft.
Derek, great job, and you may be fast enough. We just saw on that last lap, we just saw Nick Shepard slip to the inside going into turn one to make that pass. But the question now is, you might as well stay with me for the end of this. We'll follow him. Did he make that pass too early? Because he has to keep Mark Finnis back the whole way. But he made the pass in turn one. Now he's got a half a lap to protect.
Usually maybe he could block, but chances are if the person behind him is fast enough, he could probably get around him. But the big thing is there's no more huge drafting straightaways, so I really can't see them making a pass, especially not with the tight corners that are coming. He's
got to do it. He's got the little dog leg here, or the 90 and another 90 here in 8 and 9, but he's coming down to 11. Finnis is going to have to make the pass right here in 11, or he's not going to make it. And it looks like, well, they're side by side coming through there. He may make the pass. It's a drag race down the front straightaway, and it looks like Nick Shepard's going to pull it off with Mark Finnis finishing in second. Well, Derek, great job on the interview. Great job in qualifying. Best of luck this afternoon, and hopefully things will turn out for you. Good job.
Thank you so much.
That's Derek Dignan, our fast qualifier in our pro class, and our winner of heat number one in rookie class, waiting till the last lap, coming down the straightaway, slipping to the inside under brake, and making a beautiful move, Nick Shepard. I'll tell you what, Nick drove a smart race. He kept it clean. He just didn't do any side by side. He knew that Finnis was just as fast, but he could make a move. But he didn't want to make that move too early. He waited till the last lap. First turn, going in, slipped to the inside, made the pass, kept his line, and then held off Finnis. And what really amazed me, when they come down to turn 11, he gave Finnis racing room. But Shepard took a high line, kept his speed up, and they come out side by side, but he had such a good run off that corner that he drug him down the straightaway and actually pulled away. So a really, really smart race out there by Nick Shepard, your winner of heat number one in Yamaha Rookie. Well, we'll take a short break. I'd say if that's any indication, we're going to have some great racing here today. That was a doozy. Last lap pass by Nick Shepard to win Yamaha Rookie. We'll take a short break. This is EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. When we come back, we will have heat number one of the Yamaha Senior Class. This is Randy Kugler on behalf of Mooresville Motorplex, U.S. Pro Kart Series. We'll be back with heat number one of Yamaha Senior after this.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by Racing, importers of the race-winning DR kart chassis. Kart Lift. Get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing, American-made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA Karts and OTK parts.
And welcome back. This is EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. We're at the Mooresville Motorplex U.S. Pro Kart Series, race day number one, and it's heat number one of the Yamaha Senior Class. On the pole is the 35 of Joel Jens. Outside is the 19 of Andrew Burton. We got a green flag, side by side, 2 by 2 by 2, into turn one. Is there going to be room? We're about to find out. Somebody dips to the inside. Everybody comes through turn one. Looks like Joel Jens already checks out about 5 kart lengths. Got a good, clean start. So your early leader, we believe, is the 35 of Joel Jens. Andrew Burton, Sam Cate, and Camden Speth trying to chase him down. And the 19 of Andrew Burton running in second, closing that gap a little bit on Joel Jentz and pulling away from the rest of the field. So it looks like we could have another two-kart breakaway. Good battle for third. In fact, we got side by side in turn 11. Nice pass in turn 11 by the 88 of Sam Cate as he slips up to third spot. Good pass under braking in turn 11. Held his line good, come out of there, kept his power going, and made the pass. Right now we've got Joel Jentz, Andrew Burton, Adam Kreppen, Sam Cate, and Tony Jump, your top 5. Good battle out there right now for third spot as the top 2 have checked out. And actually Joel Jentz seems to be distancing himself a little bit from Andrew Burton. In fact, the rest of the field's actually catching up to Burton now. The 88 of Sam Cate up to third, and he's closing in on Burton. He may have something for Joel Jentz before this is over if he can get around Burton, because he is closing the gap. Running in fourth is Adam Kreppen. Battle for second coming into turn 11. Looking to the inside. Not going to do it there. Sam Cate trying to close the gap. Slipping to the inside in turn 1, and he's got it. Sam Cate takes over second. Andrew Burton gets shuffled back to third. And now can Sam Cate catch Joel Jentz? About a 3-second gap right now. Burton trying to stay on the draft of Sam Cate as the two of them try to chase down Joel Jentz. Joel Jentz with a 2.2-second gap over second place. What a battle for fourth. We've got about 7 karts out there nose to tail trying to secure that fourth place spot. Oh, there we got a spin. Oh, 2, 3, 4 drivers off to the side. Trying to get them all running again. Everybody seems to be okay, but everybody's not under power. Looks like we got a couple that are going to be off. Could be the number 7, I believe, of Billy Lewis. Looks like he's off. Joel Jentz crossing the stripe one more time. And that gap is closing. 1.9 seconds. 1.9 seconds separating Joel Jentz and Sam Cate. He is closing the gap. Andrew Burton fell back a little bit. He's in third, probably 10 kart lengths behind Cate. But the gap is closing. Now, is Joel Jentz just kind of taking it easy? Or is he, in fact, being chased down by Sam Cate? Well, we'll find that out in the next few laps. We've got 3 laps in the books of this 10-lap heat race. And it looks like, you can even see it here from the tower, it looks like the gap is closing ever so slightly. So Joel Jentz got a really good clean start and got out there, stayed out of trouble, and checked out. But now he's got some competition as he crosses the stripe. A half a second gain on that last lap. Sam Cate gains a half a second on the last lap. It's Joel Jentz by 1.4 seconds over Sam Cate. But I'm telling you right now, as we're midpoint through this heat, he's going to catch him. Unless Joel Jentz is kind of, I'll let him get close and then check out, but I don't think he is. He can just about hear the footsteps right now, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to hold him off. Sam Cate is strong coming through the pack. Sam started around 4th or 5th, I believe, in the heat, and he's worked his way up now where he can almost smell the fumes of Joel Jentz. Joel Jentz led the whole way. Our top 5 rundown right now, we've got Joel Jentz leading, followed by Sam Cate, Andrew Burton, Cameron Speck, and Patrick Olson. Halfway home, and the gap now 1 second. So in the last 3 laps, Sam Cate has knocked off a full second. He's actually running about 0.5 of a second quicker than Joel Jentz. So it's just a matter of time, but you know the old saying, it's one thing to catch him, it's another to pass him. And right now, Sam Cate and the 88 has almost caught Joel Jentz. But will he be able to get around him? We've seen a lot of passing already on this front straightaway, ducking to the inside under braking and making the pass. That's probably where he'll look at first. But you know what? Joel Jentz has been up there for a long time, and I'm sure he's not going to give up that lead very easily. So we'll see what happens. Jentz comes around the corner for one more lap down the front straightaway, and it is literally about 5 kart lengths now. The gap on timing and scoring is less than a second. 0.7 of a second. Down the back straightaway, and you can see it closing in lap after lap. Top 5 remains Joel Jens, Sam Cate, Andrew Burton, Patrick Olson, and Camden Speth. Almost caught him. When they come by this time, they're going to be nose to tail. Down that short straightaway in front of us into turn 8, the left-hander. And Sam Cate is right there. Through 9 and 10. Down that long sweeping right-hander into turn 11. Where will Sam Cate try to make his move? Here we go down the front straightaway. And Cate closes up to the rear bumper. Does he have time? Does he have room? Not going to do it this time. Into turn 1. It's still Joel Jens and Sam Cate, 1 and 2. But there's plenty of time left. We've got 7 laps in. I believe it'll be 2 to go next time by. If I'm not mistaken, that's unofficial. But Sam Cate has caught Joel Jens, and now it's just a matter of can he get around him. And he may wait till the last lap, too, just like our cadet driver did, Nick Shepard, pulling just a masterful move on that last lap. Let's see what Sam Cate does. Down that short straightaway into turn 8, and he's right there. Oh, really makes a bad turn there, gets a little wide, and loses some ground. So Joel Jens took a nice turn in turn 8. Sam Cate did not, and he's lost about 5 kart lengths as they hit turn 11. He's got some ground to gain. Headed down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Joel Jens. Is he going to be able to hold off Sam Cate? It's been a mad dash up there, that's for sure. Everybody else is kind of settled in. Bit of a battle back there for 7th. Our running order right now, top 10, Joel Jens, Sam Cate, Andrew Burton, Patrick Olson, Camden Speth, Cameron Speck, Adam Kreppen, Kenlon Morse, Anthony Granada, and Sam Watson. That's your top 10 running order. And we've got the leaders coming by one more time. Sam Cate has caught back up to Joel Jens. And now he's going to take the white flag. If he wants to win this thing, he's going to have to do it here. We'll follow him around this last lap, leaving turn number 10. Long sweeping right-hander into turn 11. And down the front straightaway, Sam Cate pulls up behind Jens, goes to the inside, takes a peek. Not going to do it there. Didn't quite have the speed he needed. Thought he might try to pull it off there. Couldn't do it. He's running out of laps, running out of turns, and running out of time. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it quick. Can't do it there. Heads into turn 4. Joel Jens keeps a tight line. No room for Tate to make a move there. Sam Cate trying to find a way around Joel Jens. We're a half a lap away from the checkered flag. Down the short straightaway into that left-hander turn 8. Not close enough to make a move. Going to be tough right now. Thought he had something for him, but Joel Jens turned up the boost these last couple of laps, and Sam Cate has not been able to have anything for him. Although he caught him, he couldn't get around him. Heading into turn 11, it looks like it's going to be Joel Jens' race. Down the front straightaway, here it comes, and it looks like, yep, it's going to do it by about 2 kart lengths. Your winner, Joel Jens. Finishing in 2nd, Sam Cate. 3rd is Andrew Burton. Finishing in 4th will be Patrick Olson. And rounding out the top 5, card number 1, Camden Speth. Your winner, once again, in heat number 1 after a close battle with Sam Cate, it's the number 35, Joel Jens. We'll take another short break. When we come back, it'll be our Yamaha Junior class, heat number 1. But we'll take a short break right now on behalf of Mooresville Motorplex, EKN Trackside Live, and the U.S. Pro Kart Series. We'll take a short break and come back with heat number 1 of Yamaha Junior.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by Racing, importers of the race-winning DR kart chassis. Kart Lift. Get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing, American-made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA Karts and OTK parts.
When it comes to kart stands, you only need to know one word: kart lift. We all know that kart stands are more than just a sideline item at the racetrack. They are a central point in our racing program, and at Kart Lift, kart stands are their business. Since 1999, Kart Lift has been providing karters all over the country with high-quality stands at a common-sense price with customer service that is second to none. All of Kart Lift's stands are designed handcrafted, and made in America. Kartlift has proven strong over the years by providing a country of kart racers with any style kart stand they need. We offer everything from the traditional fold-up product to stacker stands to a variety of one-man motorized kart lifts for the racer doing it all on their own. Kartlift's product line is as diverse as the racers who use them. This year we've added our new Euro Deluxe stand to the product line, which pairs European styling with American functionality. Kartlift has and continues to be your one-stop shop for all things related to kart stands. Go to kartlift.com to view their long list of products or to find the nearest dealer to you.
This EKN live broadcast of the opening round of the United States Pro Kart Series is presented by DRT Racing. DR Karts, Fisher Racing Engines, and Arrive and Drive programs. DRT Racing can take you to the front.
Welcome back to EKN Trackside Live here at the Mooresville Motorplex US Pro Kart Series. We've got heat number 1 on the track for Yamaha Jr. Anthony Ganji Jr., fast qualifier, bringing him around for a start. Zach Holden in the number 2 outside front row. Bring him around at a rather slow pace, actually, as they're heading down to turn 11. Every start's been good so far, knock on wood. Let's hope we can get a clean start on this one. Heading out of turn 11 now at the front straightaway. And we've got a kart off into the pits. Oh, my goodness. The worst thing of all to happen. Looking for a green, and we've got a green. And a good start by Zach Holden. He takes the high side. Ganji Jr. hangs on, comes out in front, and it looks like Gresham Wagner might have slipped inside of Holden for second as they go down the back straightaway. Ganji with about a 2 kart length gap over the rest of the field. Side by side into turn 4. And we just got word from David Cole that's actually Gresham Wagner that pulled off. What a tough break for Wagner. So misread him on the track, but he pulled off with some kind of problem. So really, really a tough break. But a heck of a battle out there. Boy, this one's tight. 4 kart breakaway. Anthony Ganji Jr. leads the way, but a lot of shuffling behind him. Zach Holden right on his bumper. Holden peeks to the inside, not going to do it here. We got 4. I'll tell you, we've actually got about 10 that are nose to tail. But those first 3 or 4 have checked out a little bit. Now we got a 3 kart breakaway. Anthony Ganji Jr., Zach Holden, and David Malukas. And Malukas slips to the inside of Holden and now slips inside of Ganji. It's side by side into turn 4. Ganji holds him off, but boy, Malukas really took a quick look there, thought he might have something. I haven't seen anybody pass there. Now Malukas looks to the inside in turn 8 and makes the pass. Malukas comes out on top. Ganji Jr. back to second. It looks like the 79 of David Malukas now found some horsepower. He gets around Ganji Jr. coming by for lap number 2. Jr. gets a good run. Gets a little wide though, coming off the corner. And now side by side, 2 wide into turn 1. And Ganji Jr. gets shuffled back 2-3 spots as Matt Solarzik and Mike McAndrews slip by Ganji Jr. So he's trying to recollect, but we got plenty of time. This is a 10-lap race. But while all this is going on, the 79 of David Malukas says, see ya. And he's got about a 10 kart length advantage or about a half a second on the rest of the field. Your leader right now, the 79 of David Malukas. Then it's the 12 of Matt Solarzik. The 1 of Mike McAndrews. And I believe it could be the 88 of Emerson Reed, I think, is back there in 4th. And then you got Anthony Ganji Jr. in 5th. Down the front straightaway, about a 5 kart length advantage for David Malukas, Matt Solarzik, Mike McAndrews, Emerson Reed, and Anthony Ganji Jr. That's your top 5. But we got a good battle out there for 4th spot. Emerson Reed trying to hold off Ganji Jr., but you got Nolan Rucco in there, Zach Holden, Davis Durrett, Olivia Horn, and Becker Reardon. That's actually the rest of your top 10 running order right now, but a lot of shuffling going on 4th through 6th, 7th position. 2-car battle now for 2nd. Mike McAndrews slips around Matt Solarzik and he takes over second, and they're trying to chase down David Malukas. Ganji Jr. and Emerson Reed trying to get a two-car breakaway going where they can catch back up to that front pack. So Ganji Jr. getting shuffled back in turn 1. And boy, I tell you, this track doesn't forgive you very well. He lost a little time in turn 1, and it's just hard to get that back. Trying to do that, but a good run right now by David Malukas in the 79. Halfway home, next time by for David Malukas. Looks like that group of McAndrews and Solarzik have closed the gap a little bit. But what a battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. They're bumper to bumper, nose to tail. Emerson Reed, Anthony Ganji Jr., 4th and 5th. They're trying to close that gap, but these guys have really checked out. And McAndrews and Solarzik are closing ever so slightly on Malukas. Malukas is driving a good, solid race out there. I'm not sure they're going to have enough for him. Halfway home, 5 in, 5 to go. David Malukas. Mike McAndrews and Matt Solarzik. Your top 3. And they have, again, closed the gap a little bit each lap on Malukas. And it is really a 3-car battle right now, nose to tail. In fact, McAndrews has ducked up under Malukas. Will he look to the inside in turn 1? No, he's not going to do it. But he's right there and can do it at any time. We'll follow him down the back straightaway. Your top 3, Malukas, McAndrews, and Solarzik. No passes yet, but it's right there. McAndrews is looking for an opportunity. 6 laps in, this time by. McAndrews ducks up to the rear bumper of Malukas, trying to find a way. And as wide as this track is, sometimes it looks like it can get pretty difficult if the driver in front is taking the right line. And McAndrews now and Malukas have actually pulled away a little bit over Solarzik. Down the front straightaway, it's a 2-car battle. Solarzik trying to keep that draft. Your top 5 is Emerson Reed and Zach Holden in 5th. Anthony Ganji Jr. getting shuffled back to 6th. Becker Reardon, Davis Durrett, Nolan Rucco, and Olivia Horn. That's your top 10 running order. And we've got a pass now for 4th position, and I believe that is Zach Holden that has slipped around Emerson Reed to take over 4th. 3-cart battle up front still. Anthony Ganji Jr. gets a little wide. Oh, gets a sideways coming through 7. He's got a couple guys inside going into 8, and he's going to lose a couple more spots. So Anthony Ganji Jr. getting a little wide going through 7. Gets shuffled back a couple spots there. He's back in, I believe, 7th. 2 laps to go this time by. And let's see if McAndrews will make a pass this time. Ducks up to the rear bumper. Looking. Is he going to do it? Not this time. Into turn 1, and Malukas hangs on. I have a feeling McAndrews is going to make that move on the front straightaway next time by. We will see. White flag will be shown the next time by, and if McAndrews is going to make that pass, he's going to have to do it the next lap, if not before. Around turn 5 and 6, everything's still clean for Malukas. McAndrews right with him, 1 cart length back. Solarski has fell back now about 5 cart lengths. Your top 2 is where the race is right now. David Malukas in the 79, Mike McAndrews in the number 1. Heading into turn 11 for the white flag. Here comes Malukas. Here comes McAndrews. Down the front straight. McAndrews right to the rear bumper. He's looking. Is he going to peak? Is he going to do it? No. Doesn't try to make the pass. Racing in line. Down that sweeping long back straightaway now. Final lap, and it looks like Malukas might have gotten a little wide. McAndrews peeks to the inside into turn 3. Can't do it there. Heading into turn 4. Running out of time is Mike McAndrews. David Malukas driving a sharp race out there, getting a lot of pressure from McAndrews, but hasn't had any difficulty yet as he's been able to keep it in. Oh, and McAndrews slips to the inside, gets it sideways. They're side by side on a turn 8. Here comes Kolarski. He makes the pass. Solarzik goes into second. Boy, I tell you got to give him E for effort. Mike McAndrews slipped inside in turn 8, tried to make the pass. Very, very hard to do. And now McAndrews slips back inside Solarzik, and it's a drag race for second. But your winner is going to be David Malukas. Finishing in second, Mike McAndrews. Third, Matt Solarzik. Fourth, Zach Holden. Fifth, Emerson Reed. Sixth, Becker Reardon. Nolan Rucco, 7th. Davis Jarrett, 8th. Anthony Ganji Jr., 9th. And Sheldon Mills rounds out the top 10. Your winner, once again, in a great battle with Mike McAndrews, your winner is the 79, David Malukas. Good effort by McAndrews. He tried to slip inside in turn 8. That is a really tough place to pass. He got in there. He broke down. He didn't want to crash anybody. It was good, clean racing. But when he did, he got it sideways, lost power. And then Malukas came back around the outside and made the pass back. And Solarzik actually got by McAndrews briefly, but McAndrews came back and slipped inside of Solarzik in turn 11. Well, that was a heck of a race, and we got some more in store for you. When we come back, we're going to have cadets. No, cadets, I'm sorry. When we come back, we'll have cadets after these brief messages.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by Kart Racing, importers of the race-winning DR Kart chassis. Kart Lift. Get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing, American-made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA Karts and OTK parts.
Well, welcome back to Mooresville Motorplex, the U.S. Pro Kart Series Heat Number 1, bringing you eKartingNews live, EKN Trackside live, I'm sorry. Sorry, Rob. EKN Trackside live, presented by DRT Racing. Live coverage of the U.S. Pro Kart Series here at the Mooresville Motorplex, and we've got Heat Number 1 of cadets headed down the front straightaway. Dylan Tavala and Luke Finnis bringing him down for a start, and Tavala gets a good start into turn 1. We've got them 4 wide. Everybody find a spot, please. It looks like they have so far. Everybody's got room, and we're clean sailing through turn 3 and down the back straightaway into turn 4. A lot of shuffling, but everybody is clean and green so far. Looks like Dylan Tavella still leads the way, but the first 20 or so are nose to tail, typical cadet racing action. Down the short straightaway into turn number 8. Good battle for second. We'll get you the rundown of the top 5 as they come by. Some great battles going out there. There's really nobody falling off the pace. I mean, this is a really, really competitive cadet field. Coming by for lap number 1. Dylan Tavella is your leader. Lance Fenderson in the number 9 runs in second. Luke Finnis in the number 3 third. Then it's Neil Verhagen in 4th in the 91, and Garrett Moran in the number 8 running in 5th. All right, we've got let's see, about a 6-kart breakaway right now. Sam Mayer trying to hang on to that lead group, but he's fallen off the pace a little bit. 8th position has really fallen back. So right now, those first 6 or 7 are really the lead group. And that second group is going to have to pick up the pace a little bit, or they're going to be off the pace. But a lot of jostling side by side into turn 9. And I've not seen a pass made yet that way. Dylan Tavella, who lost the lead going into turn 8 to Lance Fenderson, took Fenderson back around the outside of turn 9, which to me seems impossible, but apparently, according to Dylan, it's not. What a great pass by Dylan Tavella. He really doesn't want to give up that lead. Back in front is Tavella, Lance Fenderson, Luke Finnis, Neil Verhagen, and Garrett Moran. That's your top 5 running order, and it's side by side into turn 4. The first 4 drivers side by side, 2 by 2, and Lance Fenderson takes the lead back over Dylan Tavella, but it is a battle like no other. Down into turn 8. Here comes Tavella to the inside of turn 8. Slips inside of Fenderson and makes the pass. Fenderson hangs on to second. He's got company. Luke Finnis and Neil Verhagen right there. What a battle by these cadets. Holy cow. Into turn number 11 for another lap. Tavella leads the way. These guys aren't waiting. They're racing. 14 of Dylan Tavella leads the way. Lance Fenderson runs in second. Luke Finnis third. Neil Verhagen fourth. And Garrett Moran fifth. On back in the field, 6 is Paley Samuel. 7th is Sam Mayer. 8th, Austin Schaff. 9th, Connor Cass. And 10th, Alex Verhagen. Top 15, it's Max Kaiser in 11th. Spike Kolbecker in 12th. Giovanni Bramante in 13th. Gabriel Zellner 14th. And Ian Nelson 15th. But right now we're looking at that lead battle. And it is a doozy. Dylan Tavella, Lance Fenderson, Luke Finnis, Neil Verhagen, Garrett Moran, Paley Samuel, and Sam Mayer. Top 7, and they are nose to tail. Now, Tavella, I don't know how he did it, but he's got about a 5-car length gap over the rest of the field. But I think that's going to be short-lived because you got a 6-car freight train. Well, you did have. Now they're going side by side into turn 1. Heck, I don't know. 3, 4 spots changing hands. It looks like Luke Finnis made a pass on the inside. Oh, we got one off in the grass up there. Finnis on the inside, I think, has taken over second, and possibly Fenderson in third. We did have a driver go off to the outside of turn 4. Not sure who that was. We'll try to figure that out. But what that did, it split that lead group. Now it's a 3-car breakaway with Tavella. And I don't know for sure. Second place, it looks like now is the number 13 possibly. We'll get a read on him in just a second. But those top 3, Tavella for sure is the leader. But a lot of shuffling on that back straightaway. Down the front straight, let's take a look at it here. You've got Tavella for the lead, but you've got side by side cart number 3, Luke Finnis, and cart number 8, Garrett Moran. That's your top 3. And Tavella has about a 5-car length advantage. Now we're halfway home in this one. 4th spot is Lance Fenderson. Then it's Sam Mayer and Paley Samuel, 5th and 6th. Austin Schaff, 7th. Halfway through this heat, cadets. And we're just about halfway through our first group of classes. Got about 3 more to go after this one. Good battle out there, those top 3. Still bumper to bumper, nose to tail. Dylan Tavella, Luke Finnis, Garrett Moran. Could they be the 3 drivers that decide the outcome of this one? Or will that second group catch up? Right now, it looks like Lance Fenderson and Sam Mayer are closing in because they're not racing, they're drafting. And they're keeping a straight line, and they are doing their best to close into that lead group again. And they're not doing a bad job of it, but they still haven't got there. Now we've got some real close racing going into turn 4. Everybody's clean. Tavella still leads the way, but Luke Finnis and Garrett Moran are right there. Let's see if Luke Finnis can find a way to get around Tavella as he enters turn 5, 6, and now 7 into turn number 8. Finnis can't quite find a way around Tavella there. Down that sweeping back straightaway into turn number 11. And down the front straight. Here comes Luke Finnis looking. Is he going to take it to the inside this time? No, but he did stretch it out a little bit, drafting up to Tavella down that front straightaway. They've gapped third place Garrett Moran by about 5 kart lengths. It is, for the moment at least, a 2-kart breakaway in this cadet race. with Dylan Tavella and Luke Finnis, 1 and 2. Here comes Finnis, looking to the inside around turn 5, into turn 6, and now turn 7. He's there. Not going to do it this time. Looking to the inside in turn number 8. Not going to do it there. Where is he going to try to make that pass? It'll be 2 to go this time by. Dylan Tavella trying to hang on to the lead. Luke Finnis wanted to take that top spot, but he may wait till the last lap, because if he takes that lead too early, you know Tavella's is coming back and taking it back from him. 2 laps to go in Cadet, and about a 3 kart length advantage right now for Dylan Tavella. Your top 5, it's Dylan Tavella, Luke Finnis, Garrett Moran, Sam Mayer, and Lance Fenderson. Good battle out there for 4th and 5th between Sam Mayer and Lance Fenderson, as they're really jostling pretty good out there. Great race by these cadets. It'll be the white flag next time by, and here comes Luke Finnis. Looking high, looking low, around turn 7, down into turn 8. Not going to make a move there, but he's waiting. I think you're going to see possibly coming down this front straightaway, Finnis peeking to the inside and trying to make that pass. Dylan Tavella making a good turn 9 and turn 10, heading into turn 11. Let's see how strong he comes out of turn 11. They're coming down for the white flag. Gets a pretty good run off 11, and Finnis did not. He's about 2 kart lengths back. He's not close enough. 1 lap to go for Dylan Tavella, and we'll follow him around the course. Up the back straightaway into turn number 3. Down that long back straightaway. Good run off of 3 by Finnis. Is he going to have enough to go to the inside? No. Boy, it was close. Turn 4. Here comes Finnis now, looking high, looking low. Tavella trying to keep him back. Around 4 and 5. Now coming into turn 6. Here to turn 7 and down in front of the scoring tower. Into turn number 8. Finnis looking to the inside, trying to pass under braking. Can't do it there. He's just about out of time. Heading up into turn 9. Will he do it there? Not close enough here. Turn 9 and turn 10, about a 2 kart length gap. If he's going to make a run, it's going to have to be here, heading into turn 11, and I don't think he's close enough. Coming by turn 11 and down the front straightaway, it's going to be Dylan Tavella, your winner. Luke Finnis finishing in 2nd, and Sam Mayer making a last lap pass in turn 11, takes over 3rd. What a great run by Sam Mayer, finishing in 3rd, getting around Garrett Moran. 5th place goes to Lance Fenderson. Rounding out the top 10, we have Austin Schaff, Paley Samuel, Neil Verhagen, Alex Verhagen, and Giovanni Bramante. But your winner in a great race, Dylan Tavella, Heat 1 winner in Cadet. Our Masters class will be coming up next, Heat number 1, after these messages.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by importers of the race-winning DR kart chassis. Kart Lift. Get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing. American made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA Karts and OTK parts. Driver, chassis, engine. It's the trifecta. If you have them all, you can win. If you're missing one, it's a whole lot harder. If you feel like you're lacking in the power department, it's time to call DRT Racing and Fisher Racing Engines. Brian Fisher is DRT Racing's in-house engine builder, and the multi-time WKA road race champion is making big power at DRT's Bluff City, Tennessee location. DRT Racing has a full in-house engine program and a brand new dyno that is already paying off with major horsepower gains and precision tuning. We provide race-winning power plants for Stock Moto, TAG, Yamaha, and we're also a Road-Tax service center. We offer full dyno services, and we can provide Trackside engine service and support at every event we attend. And if you want it all, just match your new Fisher power with a race-winning DR kart. When you slip behind the wheel, you'll know you have everything you need to succeed. To learn more about DRT Racing and Fisher Racing Engines, give us a call at 423-538-3838 or just stop by our trailer at any major racing event in the country. This EKN live broadcast of the opening round of the United States Pro Kart Series is presented by DRT Racing. DR Karts, Fisher Racing Engines, and Arrive and Drive programs. DRT Racing can take you to the front.
And welcome back to EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. This is Randy Kugler bringing you all the action here at the Mooresville Motorplex, the U.S. Pro Kart Series. And we've got heat number 1 of the Masters class starting on the pole. Number 35, Chuck Gaffara. Number 79, Brian McAvoy outside front row. In row number 2, it's Brian McCaddy in the 93 and Chuck Tate in the number 3. Chad Kruger in the number 8 and Lamar Cowboy Humphreys in the number 24 make up row number 3. Row 4, it's Jim Brickley in the number 5 and Tom Bruce in the 44. And rounding out the field in 9th starting spot, it's Tim Shute. And in 10th, Scott Button. It's Chuck Gaffara and Brian McAvoy who'll be bringing him around for a start. 2 more heats left in this first round, semi-pro and pro coming up next. But right now we've got Masters on the track. Chuck Gaffara with a blistering lap out there. Really kind of walked the field in qualifying, but you got to believe some of these guys have made some changes to see if they can't find a little speed and close that gap a little bit as we enter into this first heat of Masters. Down the front straightaway looking for a green flag. And we've got a start. Here we go, and it looks like Tate slipping to the inside and pulling up, I think, to 3rd spot. Chuck Tate makes a nice move up to 3rd. Gaffara takes the early lead. McAvoy running in 2nd. Tate slipping to the inside, not going to do it, but he is on the move. So Chuck Tate already on the move up to 3rd. Heading into turn 8. Oh, we got one off the track there. It looks, have a number on him yet, but he got in. That turn 8 will bite you every time. You get in there low and too heavy, and it will not forgive you. It will send you right off the end, and that's what happened to the competitor. That was number 28. That would have been Scott Button. First lap by. Your running order is Chuck Gaffara, Brian McCaddy, Chuck Tate, Brian McAvoy, and Chad Kruger. That's your top 5. Gaffara already stretching it out a little bit. Good battle for 2nd there between McCaddy, Tate, and McAvoy. I want to take this time to thank our sponsors in the U.S. Pro Kart Series: Weber Grills, L&T Manufacturing, Emerson Fans, Franklin Kart Sales, and Franklin Motorsports, Bridgestone, Margay, DRT Racing, Comic Kart Sales, Lakitis Racing, Kart Sport, Top Kart USA, Kart Lift Stands, HMD Trucking, QPS Employment Group, GoPro, Steiner Electric, Cream USA, GT7 Motorsports, Verde Speed Resources, Ribtech, Russell Karting Specialties, Grand Products, and Lanisi Rental Group, all proud sponsors of the U.S. Pro Kart Series. Well, getting back to the action on the track, Chuck Gaffara is really stretching it out, but Chuck Tate slips inside of Brian McCaddy to take over 2nd. So we've got action in that 2nd group. Chuck Tate, who qualified 4th, is now up to 2nd. Now let's see if he can stretch it out, and will he have something for Chuck Gaffara? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Right now, Gaffara's turning 49.817. That was his last lap. Tate was a 50 flat. And now that he's got clean racetrack, let's see if he's a little faster. One second separating Chuck Gaffara and Chuck Tate. Good battle now for 3rd between Brian McCaddy and Brian McAvoy. McCaddy trying to hold him off. McAvoy going hard at it in the 3rd position. EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. We also want to thank some other companies helping us in the broadcast: Kart Lift, Margay Racing, and Kart Sport North America. For those of you wanting to give a shout out to one of the racers or just give some feedback on the broadcast, it is news@eKartingNews.com. The email address is news@eKartingNews.com. And you can leave a message, and you know, if you want to give a shout out, we'll make sure we read it over the air so you can kind of cheer on your favorite driver. Good battle out there right now for 8th and 9th between Tom Bruce and Jim Brickley. Getting back to the front of the pack, and Chuck Gafara seems to have things well in hand. He's got about a 2-second advantage now over Chuck Tate in second. Brian McCaddy and Brian McAvoy still putting in a good run for 3rd and 4th. Good battle for 5th out there as well between Tim Shute and Chad Kruger. Don't forget, with you folks listening in today, our feature events will start at 2:30 this afternoon, and there will be some dandies, I'm sure. It's been some great racing so far. Beautiful facility here at the Mooresville Motorplex, and I think we're going to see some really, really good competitive racing out there. Our pro class coming up here, they've got, I don't know, 38 or 39 karts in it. That's going to be great. Going to be crazy, going to be great. Fine line there between the two, but I lean towards great. Either way, it's going to be exciting, that's for sure. Very competitive. Close times out there and some big names in that pro class. It's going to be really, really strong, I assure you. Semi-pro on the grid right now. We've got semi-pro and pro to run their first heat. And we'll start our second cycle through with heat number 2, working our way towards our main events this afternoon. We're about halfway home, or a little over halfway home in this one. I'll give you a field rundown. Chuck Gafara leads the way. Chuck Tate runs in second. Brian McCaddy third. Brian McAvoy fourth. And Tim Shute is in fifth. In sixth is Chad Kruger. Cowboy Humphreys in seventh. Jim Brickley, Tom Bruce, and Scott Button. That's your top 10 running order. Chuck Gafara is really checked out on the rest of the field, but the battle right now is for second, and a good battle it is. In fact, boy, I'll tell you, Brian McCaddy looked to the inside heading into turn 9 on Chuck Tate, but backed off at the last minute. That might have got ugly because he was going in there right at the last second, but he backed out and probably made a good decision, but it cost him some time as Tate checks out about 2 kart lengths now on McCaddy. Brian McAvoy right there behind McCaddy. They're trying to get back around Tate. Now Tate's got a little breathing room. Back to the front of the field, though. Chuck Gafara is just not looking back. He's just kind of throwing caution to the wind and waving goodbye as he has a huge lead out there. Headed down for the 2-lap to go signal. It'll be Chuck Gafara in the 35. Still a strong battle out there for second. Chuck Tate trying to hang on. And Brian McCaddy once again peeks inside going into turn 9. If he holds that line, he might have a pass or he might have a wreck. It's hard to say. We'll find out here in the next couple of laps. 2 to go. Gafara, Tate, McCaddy, and McAvoy, your top 4. And Tim Shute rounds out the top 5. It'll be the white flag next time by. And the race right now is for second spot. Chuck Tate trying to hang on. And keep in mind, these are masters. These guys are veteran racers, but you got to figure they might start to maybe just getting a little bit tired out there. McAvoy trying to find a way around Tate. He wants that second spot. He wants to finish right there. White flag coming out for Chuck Gafara. And here comes that second group, side by side, down the front straightaway. It's a drag race into turn 1. Brian McCaddy slips inside of Tate. Tate does a crossover move, can't do it there. Brian McCaddy takes over second. Tate gets shuffled back to third. And 4th spot, Brian McAvoy looks on, and he slips inside of Tate, going into turn 4, and doesn't make the pass. Tate hangs to the high side. Don't know how he did that. Great job of driving by Chuck Tate. But now he gets bobbled a little bit in turn 6 and 7. Heading into turn 8, they're right there. Is somebody going to make a move around turn 8? McCaddy trying to hang on. Here comes McAvoy to the inside of Tate. Chuck Gafara coming by to take the checkered flag. Winning heat number 1 is Chuck Gafara. The battle is for second. And right now it's McCaddy. Oh, and Chuck Tate and Brian McAvoy get together around the last turn. Tough break for Chuck Tate. McAvoy got to the inside. The two got together. Your official rundown is Chuck Gafara, your winner. Brian McCann finishing in second. Brian McAvoy third. Tim Shute fourth. Chad Kruger fifth. I say the official rundown. It's not the official rundown. It's how they came across the line. But your winner, once again, in a very convincing victory, cart number 35, Chuck Gafara. After these messages, we'll be back with the semi-pro heat number 1.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by Kart Racing, importers of the race-winning DR kart chassis. Kart Lift. Get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing, American-made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA karts and OTK parts. We need to buy American. You hear that a lot these days. And when you buy American, you're supporting American families and American industry. If you believe in this, then believe in Margay. Proudly American, building quality racing karts in St. Louis, Missouri for the last 50 years. Margay's Brava program is entering its 17th year of development and production, and quality and performance are second to none. Our 2013 lineup of chassis can put any racer in the seat of a new Brava. The Brava 1.13 is the ultimate kart for tag competition, featuring fully adjustable caster and camber, Ackerman, front and rear ride heights, and removable torsion bars. The 411 offers the same quality of product for 4-cycle applications. The Brava C2 Cadet chassis and the Wildcat Kid Kart are the newest offerings, and they take quality and performance to a new level. The C2 Cadet features an adjustable pedal assembly and wheelbase that will grow with your child, while the Wildcat is the perfect way to introduce your son or daughter to the amazing world of karting. You can see the entire Margay chassis lineup at our website, www.margay.com. Margay, made in America, by Americans, for American karting, since 1964. Margay, it's your choice. This EKN live broadcast of the opening round of the United States Pro Kart Series is presented by DRT Racing. DR karts, Fisher racing engines, and arrive and drive programs. DRT Racing can take you to the front.
And it's race time here at the Mooresville Motorplex. The semi-pro class on the track for their first heat. Davey Manti and Matt Solarzik bringing them around for a start in row 1. Dustin Strauss and Gresham Wagner in row 2. Braden Eves and Austin McCluster in row 3. Row 4, it's Mike McAndrews and Chandler Horton. In row 5, it's Austin Cindric and Austin Erickson. And rounding out the field, Andrew Cook starting in 11th position. Drivers taking shape pretty well. Davey Manti setting fast time in this one. And we'll see what he's got for the rest of the field. Well, he's bringing them around at a slow pace, that's for sure. Pro class will be the next one to come out after semi-pro, and that will complete our first round of heats. We'll go through 2 rounds of heat racing, and they get to our feature events. The main event starting at 2:30 this afternoon, and it'll all be aired live at EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. We'll have it all for you, live audio streaming, along with live timing and scoring, and, of course, live PA here at the event itself. We've got a green, and Manti gets a good start. Bumping and grinding a little bit in that second row, it looked like Solarzik and possibly Dustin Strauss got together, but everybody gets settled, and for now anyway. Hopefully they'll be settled more, but I don't know about that, as it looks like maybe Solarzik slips back underneath a Strauss. It appears that's what happened, and he's back up to second. Manti with about a 2-kart length gap early in this one, of course. We're on our first lap, but Manti with a good start. Solarzik runs second. Dustin Strauss runs third. Still no real breakaways yet. The field's pretty even. Headed into turn 11 and coming by for lap number 1, Davey Manti with a very, very slight lead over Matt Solarzik. In fact, Solarzik's right on his bumper. Manti trying to hold him off. We got a little bit of a 2-kart breakaway here. Down that long back straightaway, Solarzik peeking to the inside, trying to make the move in turn 4. Can he do it? Makes the pass. Solarzik comes out on top. Manti back to second. Manti looking to the inside. Can't do it there. Matt Solarzik, your leader. Davey Manti back to second. Gresham Wagner running in third. The first 8 karts are nose to tail. Very competitive class here in semi-pro. Good battle for the lead right now. Matt Solarzik making a really, really nice pass down the back straightaway into turn 4. Under braking, getting around Manti. Manti says, I'll have none of that. He slips the inside on turn 1, gets a little dirt track slide, makes the pass, comes out on top. Davey Manti, your new leader. Solarzik says, nah, we're not going to do that. I want to lead this race. He comes down the back straightaway. He looks to the inside, not going to do it there. It's Manti and Solarzik, 1 and 2. Gresham Wagner trying to close that gap in third. Back and forth, it's Dustin Strauss, Mike McAndrews in 5th. Then it's Chandler Horton, Braden Neves, Austin Cindric up to 8th, Austin Erickson 9th, Andrew Cook, and Austin McAllister. That's your running order in the semi-pro class. Good battle for those top 3. They've kind of checked out a little bit. Oh, and a tough break for Gresham Wagner. He's off the pace and pulling in after a good run. Wagner was running third. He's pulled in. Manti slips inside and makes the pass back around Matt Solarzik. These two kids are going at it. Boy, they are going at it hard early in this race, too. You'd think they'd want to race in line and try to check out for the rest of them, but they just can't stand it. They want to lead. Manti back out front. Matt Solarzik back to second around turns 4, 5, and 6. And now headed down to turn 8, where a lot of people have had trouble today. They're clean and green through turn 8, up through turn 9 and 10. A slight lead for Manti over Solarzik. That third place battle's pretty good out there. McAndrews holding down third. Up the front straightaway, your top 5. Davey Manti, Matt Solarzik, Mike McAndrews, Dustin Strauss, and Chandler Horton. That's your top 5 running order. 6th place, Braden Neves, and that's pretty much the lead group right now. The rest of the field kind of a little further back. But those top 6 kind of in their own little race out there, and a great race it is. Boy, they're so evenly matched. Anything can happen with these 6 for sure. Around turn 8, headed up to turn 9. Davey Manti leading the way. Matt Solarzik looking to the inside, coming up to turn 11. Not going to do it there, but he gets a good run off of 11, down the front straightaway. Solarzik looks to the inside, drag race into turn 1, makes the pass, and Matt Solarzik takes over the lead from Davey Manti. 6 lead changes in 5 laps. That's the competition you see here at the U.S. Pro Kart Series. 7 lead changes into turn 4, under braking. Davey Manti makes the pass. It's Manti leading the way now by a half a kart length over Matt Solarzik. Those two have checked out about 5 kart lengths, or about a half a second, over third place. Dustin Strauss, who has gotten around Mike McAndrews. In fact, McAndrews is losing a bumper. He's out there in 6th spot, off the pace. Tough break for Mike McAndrews, who is running so well. The battle comes back to the front, down the front straightaway. Here comes Manti. Here comes Solarzik. Solarzik, I don't think is going to be close enough to make a move this time. Manti hangs on, Going into turn 1, it's Davey Manti and Matt Solarzik, 1 and 2. About 1 second back, you've got Dustin Strauss, Chandler Horton, and Braden Eves in a 3-kart battle. And then further back in the field, Austin Sidrick up to 6th spot now in the 77. Into turn number 8. And Matt Solarzik is close enough. The number 12 of Matt Solarzik is close enough that he could make a move down this front straightaway again. And I say, hey, why not? They've done it every lap. Why change this time by? Into turn 11. Solarzik gets in there pretty deep. Manti shoots off the corner, gets a good run, and Solarzik's not going to be close enough. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, trying to run nose to tail, trying to catch that lead group. It doesn't appear as though they've got the speed to do it. Still a 2-kart breakaway with Manti and Solarzik. Manti leads the way. Solarzik not close enough to make a move yet. It'll be 2 to go this time by. If Solarzik wants to win this thing, he's going to have to pass. But if he passes too early, you know Manti's coming back. That's the way those two have ran this race all race long. Inside of turn 8, here comes Solarzik. And Manti gives him room. Solarzik makes the pass under braking in turn 8. Manti right behind him. And they're going after it really hard, folks. I'll tell you that. Into turn 11. Does Manti look to the inside in turn 11? Probably not. I think he'll get a good run and probably try to make a pass down the front straight. 2 laps to go. Manti slips to the inside, tries to make the pass, a little bit of a wiggle, and he does. Comes out of turn 1 ahead. And those 3rd, 4th, and 5th place karts of Dustin Strauss, Chandler Horton, and Braden Eves have caught up to that lead group. We've got a 5-kart battle for the win. White flag next time by. Davey Manti with a 3-kart length advantage. Is that enough? Can he do it? Will he hold on? It has been a battle, unbelievable battle out there by these semi-pro drivers. And hey, we got the pros waiting on the grid. That's going to get even wilder out here at the Mooresville Motorplex. U.S. Pro Kart Series style racing, and it has been awesome so far this weekend. Heat number 1 closing in for the semi-pros. Good run off of turn 11 for Davey Manti. He takes the white flag, 1 lap to go, and he has the biggest lead he's had in this race, and it may be too much for Matt Solarzik to overcome. He's going to try. Gets a good run off of 3, headed into turn 4, and he's at the rear bumper of Davey Manti. We'll follow them up to turn 5. Can Solarzik get close enough? There's a couple places. One of them is turn 8. Will he be close enough to slip inside under braking? Oh, he gets a sideways coming off of turn 6, loses some ground, almost gets passed by Dustin Boss, and does, in fact, under braking in turn 8. Now, Solarzik slips back inside, can't do it. Dustin Strauss with a beautiful move, slipped inside. Honestly, I don't know if Solarzik knew he was there. Slipped inside, made the pass under braking in turn 8. And coming by for the checkered flag, your winner of heat number 1, Davey Manti. Finishing in 2nd will be Dustin Strauss. Matt Solarzik 3rd, Braden Eves 4th, and Chandler Horton rounds out your top 5. But one of the more exciting races so far today, the winner in semi-pro, Davey Manti. Pro Series coming out next. We've got the Pro Class, and it's going to be wild. Don't go anywhere. It's Pro Class heat number 1 after these messages.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by DR Racing, importers of the race-winning DR Kart chassis. Kart Lift. Get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing, American-made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA Karts and OTK parts. DR Karts, Fisher Racing engines. They're all part of DRT Racing's growing program. At DRT Racing, we not only offer quality products and big horsepower, we can also support our drivers with full arrive and drive programs at all the major events and series. We're Trackside with our DR Kart program at the SCUSA Pro Tour and the Super Nationals, the WK National Road Race Series and Manufacturers Cup, and now the US Pro Kart Series. We're thrilled to have multi-time champion Nick Johnson on our team to elevate our chassis tuning and driver coaching programs. And Brian Fisher is always trackside to make sure our drivers' engines are ready to rip. When you're ready to take on the best, give DRT Racing a call at 423-538-3838 or just stop by our trailer at any major racing event in the country. To check us out online, head to drt-racing.com.
Do you want to be with the best? Get to race with an EKN Team of the Year award winner? Then join the Kart Sport North America program today. Kart Sport North America is headquartered at the state-of-the-art Mooresville Motorplex in North Carolina. And not only are they the exclusive U.S. and Mexico importer for the Aero racing carts, but they've recently been announced as the newest United States distributor for Fernando Alonso's FA kart and OTK parts. Two of the top names in karting chassis in one location. During the 2013 racing season, Kart Sport will provide trackside support and a ride and drive program on the SCUSA Pro Tour, the U.S. Pro Kart Series, the WK Manufacturers Cup, the Rotax Grand Nationals, and the Pan Am Challenge. The on-site Kart Sport Pro Shop at MMX is also a Rotax service center, and they are a North American specialty distributor for SKF bearings, Kart Tech products, CZ chain, Prisma tire gauges, Oryx wheels, Kart Care products, and much more. For all the information you need or to shop online for all of Kart Sport's products, visit www.kartsportna.com.
This EKN live broadcast of the opening round of the United States Pro Kart Series is presented by DRT Racing. DR Karts, Fisher Racing Engines, and Arrive and Drive programs. DRT Racing can take you to the front.
And our pro class is on the track. Welcome back, everybody. The Mooresville Motorplex bringing you the U.S. Pro Kart Series. It's EKN Trackside Live, presented by DRT Racing. I'm Randy Kugler, along with our producer, David Cole, and we're here to bring you some exciting racing action. And you know what? We've got 39 drivers on the racetrack right now. 39, that's right. 39 drivers for this pro class. On the front row, Derek Dignan and Ashley Rajero. Coming down for a start, and we've got a green, and Rajero gets a good jump into turn one. She's going to lead the way. Ashley Rajero, your leader in the 17, gets the early jump on Dignan. Derek Dignan running in second, but Rajero really got a good jump on the start. Battles back in the field, though. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. 3 wide off of turn 4. Oh, boy. Everybody finds a spot. Everybody's running. I don't see, well, maybe a couple got shuffled in the back there, but all in all, things are good. Ashley Rajero leads the way. Derek Dignan runs in second. Oh, we got one sideways. I believe that might have been DeLeo. Not sure. That could have been the 77 of DeLeo. We'll tell you for sure here in a second. But if it was, he's losing a lot of ground there. All right, first lap by. Ashley Rajero leading. Austin Wayne Self is up to second. Actually, Brandon Jarsakrik is in second. Austin Self third. Jesus Rios fourth. Mike Geeson in fifth. Joel Jens in sixth. And yes, I believe that was DeLeo who got shuffled back. He is back to seventh. Now, we've got a 2-car checkout right now, and it is Rajero and Jarsakrik. And we're trying to find Derek Dignan, who was Derek Dignan, who was a fast qualifier, has been shuffled all the way back to 12th position in the early going. So tough break for Derek Dignan. He's got a lot of work to do. And I believe Brandon Jarsakrik has passed Ashley Rajero and taken over the lead. We'll confirm that here in just a moment as they round turn 7. Your new leader is the number 8 of Brandon Jarsakrik. Ashley Rajero running in second. Running in third is Jesus Rios. Austin Self in fourth. In fifth is Mike Geeson. Phil DeLeo working his way back up to sixth, trying to work his way around Geeson. Can't do it there. Here we come down the front straightaway one more time by Jarsakrik, your leader. Rajero in second. Rios third. Self is fourth. Geeson fifth. And Phil DeLeo running in sixth spot. In seventh is Joel Jens. In eighth, Chris Wareheim. Ninth is Sean Sharkey. And 10th, Mason Chalutz. What a battle out there in the pro class. And just to set the stage for you here a little bit, our top 4 have checked out just a little bit on the field. Your leader is Brandon Jarsakrik. But as they come by, those top 4 are nose to tail. It's Brandon Jarsakrik, your leader, Ashley Rajero running in second, Jesus Rios in third, and Austin Self in fourth. Now those 4 have about a second to 2 seconds on the next position, which would be fifth place, Mike Geeson. Geeson and Phil DeLeo are putting on one heck of a show out there for 5th, 6th, and 7th, which is Joel Jens. That group of 3, probably if they could run nose to tail, might be able to catch that lead group. But right now, they're gapped about 2 seconds on that lead group. They're going to have to get to work if they want to catch them, because we're halfway home next time by, and it's a battle for those top 4. Brandon Jarsakrik, Ashley Rajero, Jesus Rios, and Austin Self battling for the win here at the Mooresville Motorplex U.S. Pro Kart Series. Race day number 1. It's the pro class. Inside turn 1, Ashley Rajero takes the lead. Ashley Rajero slips inside of Brandon Jarsakrik, under braking in turn 1, makes a beautiful move, and is your new leader. Here comes Jesus Rios to the inside of Jarsakrik. He makes the pass for second. For third comes Austin Self. They're side by side with Jarsakrik. Self backs out. But to give you the new leaderboard now, Ashley Rajero is the new leader. In second is Jesus Rios. And now in third, it looks like it's going to be Austin Self as he slips inside under braking. And the driver that led the last lap, Brandon Jarsakrik, well, he's in fourth. That's the kind of racing we're seeing this weekend here at Mooresville. Down the front straightaway one more time. And here comes Jesus Rios trying to find a way around Ashley Rajero. One more lap in the books. Rajero hangs on, but Rios is really close. In fact, they've gapped third and fourth by about 5 kart lengths down the long back straightaway into turn number 4. And Rios slips to the inside at the last minute. I tell you, the pass wasn't there, and it's a good thing he backed out. That could have been ugly. But Rios thought better of it, tried to make the move to the inside, at the last second backed out, and Rajero hung on to keep the lead. But the pass wasn't really there for Rios. So smart driving by both those drivers, really, because that could have been ugly. It wasn't. Clean racing. These guys are pros and girls, by the way. Ashley, a young lady out there and one of the fastest young ladies in motorsports. And as they come by one more time and cross the stripe, she's got a 3 kart length advantage on Jesus Rios. But here comes Austin Self. Self in the 07 is trying to make a move on Rios and take over second spot and chase down Ashley. Those two are battling. Ashley's trying to check out. But boy, they really close in heading into turn 4. Around turn 5. And now heading towards us in turn 6. Those top 3 are bumper to bumper. Rajero, Rios, and Self. And Rios slips to the inside of Self, under braking in turn 8, makes the pass, and now Jesus Rios for the first time is leading this race into turn 11. He keeps the line tight. Are they going to make a pass there? No. Coming off of turn 11 down the front straightaway. Here comes Rajero. Is she going to look to the inside? No. Keeps it straight. Nose to tail, those top 4 through turn 1. They are bumper to bumper. Jesus Rios, Ashley Rajero, Austin Self, and Brandon Jarsakrik. The top 4. It is a wild one here at Mooresville. The U.S. Pro Kart Series, heat number 1 of the pro class, and it's not disappointing. And don't look now, but here comes the 77 of Phil DeLeo. He got shuffled back early, but with 2 laps to go, he's gotten out of traffic, made his passes, and now he's trying to chase down that lead group. Those first 7 drivers are awfully fast. You've got Geeson in there, along with Joel Jens, Brandon Jarsikrek. That top 7 field is strong. And here comes DeLeo. He makes his way up to 4th now around Jarsikrek. White flag is out. Are we going to see any changes? Jesus Rios, your leader. Austin Self second. Ashley Rejero gets shuffled all the way back to 4th. White flag is out. 1 to go. Jesus Rios in the 28, your leader. Austin Self running in second. Ashley Rejero in third. The battle now for the lead. And Rios slips to the inside. Self slips the inside of Rios. They're side by side. Makes the pass. Rios gets shuffled high. Heading into turn 11. What's it going to be? Oh, man. It's a wild one. 3 wide. And it looks like it's going to be Austin Self, your winner. Phil DeLeo coming all the way from 7th position early in the race. Winds up in 2nd. Tremendous run for DeLeo. Jesus Rios finishes in 3rd. Joel Jensen 4th. Mike Geeson 5th. Ashley Rejero 6th. Chris Wareheim 7th. Mason Chalutz 8th. Kyle Kalish 9th. And rounding out the top 10, Cal Stewart, your winner. And what a wild one in heat number 1 of the pro class, Austin Self. We're going to take another break. When we come back after these messages, we'll have heat number 2 of the rookie class.
This EKN live broadcast from Mooresville Motorplex and the U.S. Pro Kart Series opener is brought to you by Kart Racing, importers of the race-winning DR kart chassis. Kart Lift, get a kart lift and leave your crew at home. Margay Racing, American-made since 1964. And Kart Sport North America, the newly appointed United States distributor of FA karts and OTK parts.